What's up? It's Tom. Thanks for joining me for this edition of the Twins System Recap. We're talking about the weekend's games across the Minnesota Twins system. Here are the results if you'd like to look at those and the records. Unfortunately, the Twins get swept at San Diego. Don't really look good doing it, to be forward about it. I believe they had as many hits with runners in scoring position for the entire series as San Diego did in each individual game. Something like that. And then that's even beyond some of the other stuff that went down. So Twins 5 games below 500. Twins are 2 games out in the wild card. So, still clinging on to hope. They're going to need to catch up in this series that they're playing against Sacramento, the Sacramento A's, or West Sacramento, I think technically is what it is. But yeah, they're behind now, and they got to catch up. And luckily, this continues to be a mess. Cleveland, game under 500, and Texas currently tied for that final wildcard spot. But moving on, there is some big news and notes to share. Vahn Lackey was promoted to Cedar Rapids this afternoon, and Adrian Bohorquez up to Wichita. Bohorquez has been one of the best pitchers across minor league baseball the past 4 starts he's had. And of course, Lackey getting it done. Lots of highlights behind the plate. We'll talk about him a little bit more in a sec. And of course, today was the day that I predicted Walker Jenkins would get promoted to the Minnesota Twins. I'm not giving up on that. We'll talk a lot more about Jenkins in a sec. A lot of day left. Could even happen after the game. Who knows? As long we got until midnight. So I'm going to hold out hope. The Twins signed Ron Marinaccio, not quite sure on that one, and assigned him to St. Paul. I probably should know how to pronounce his name, especially since he's got over 100 MLB games under his belt as a reliever. So, guy with a lot of big league experience joining the Saints bullpen. That's always nice for depth. And speaking of depth, Kendry Rojas was placed on the 7-day injured list in the minor leagues due to an oblique strain. So that's a blow to the Twins' pitching depth there, unfortunately. Let's talk about Jenkins. Let's circle back to him. Over the last 30 days, there are 196 qualified hitters in AAA, and here are his rankings across some of the biggest hitting metrics. So this guy, it's not just that he had a good week. It's not just that he's doing well. This is over the past 30 days, the past month. Walker Jenkins has been one of the best handful of hitters in AAA. Just to kind of contextualize how good he's been. So, I mean, he should get called up today. So if I'm wrong, I should have been right, is how I'm going to position this one. Let's move on into the meat and potatoes here and move into the 3 stars of Friday. And the 3rd star of Friday, Andrew Cassetti of Wichita, hit a grand slam in a 4-1 win. So all of the offense coming from him in that game. And Ty Langenberg, 2nd star of Wichita, pitched a good one. 5 shutout innings for him. He's been doing a good job of late since returning to Wichita after spending some time with the Saints. But 1st star, Carson Tinney, went off for Fort Myers. And this is not the last time we'll talk about him. Playing first base in this one too. 2 for 3 with a double, a home run, a walk, a hit by pitch, 3 runs, and an RBI. So just filling the stat sheet, which he will see him do again in this video. Friday's honorable mentions, Tristan Gray, Paulshan Pascalato, Danny De Andrade, Vahn Lackey, and Isaiah Lane. Vahn Lackey hit his first pro homer and had exit velocities of 109.2, 106.2, and 101.1 in this game. A little bit of a lighter action-wise on Friday. That definitely picked up Saturday and Sunday, though. Moving on to Saturday. 3rd star of the day, Emmanuel Rodriguez. 1 for 3 with a homer, 3 walks, and a stolen base. So he did all sorts of stuff. He had homered in 3 straight games at this point. He's got an 878 OPS in 10 games since returning to St. Paul. 2nd star of Saturday, Cody Morissette, also of the Saints. This guy's just been a great pickup. 2 for 4 with a double, a home run, a walk. Drove in 6 runs for the Saints on Saturday. But the 1st star of the day, once again, behind the plate this time, Carson Tinney. Back-to-back 1st stars of the day for him. 3 for 3 with a double, a home run, a walk, a stolen base. 3 runs and 2 RBIs. So double walk, homer, stolen base even for Carson Tinney. Tremendous performance out of him. He's looked really good so far for the Mighty Muscles. Moving on to the honorable mentions, Walker Jenkins, Tristan Gray, Caden Kendall, Jake Rucker, and Eduardo Tait among the honorable mentions there. And on to Sunday. Sunday's 3 stars. Third star, Graham Brown of Wichita. 3 for 4 with a homer, 2 steals. So that gives you a good indication of how thick the competition was yesterday. A big day across the system, Tanner Schobel for St. Paul, 2 homer game for him. And first star of the day, Walker Jenkins. Talking about how hot he's been. This is kind of the crescendo on the hot streak. 3 for 3 with 2 home runs, 2 walks, a stolen base, 2 runs, 3 RBIs. So a 2 homer game with 2 walks, another hit, and a stolen base for Walker Jenkins. He has 7 homers in his last 13 games. 7 home runs in Jenkins' last 13. Prior to that stretch, he had 6 homers in 58 games on the season. So this is a level above finding a new gear. He's been going off, and that's pretty in line with his career average, around 7 homers every 58 games or so. 7 homers in his last 13 here. So incredibly hot. Honorable mentions, Garrett Spain, Cesar Laris, Byron Chirrillo, Luis Fregosa, and Eric Hammond. Do you want to call out that Marek Houston left yesterday's game early for Wichita? Didn't look like anything serious since he was not immediately removed from the game. He kind of made a play at shortstop that kind of came up awkwardly. His feet kind of got caught under him on like a sliding stop attempt. But again, he waved off trainers, stayed in the game, finished that inning, but did not return to the field the next inning. So hopefully he's all right. But he's definitely cooled down, which will transition into our star scoreboard on the year. Houston's still comfortably atop the list at 60 points. Ben Ross, though, has Walker Jenkins nipping at his heels on this scoreboard here, 43-42 on that. Jenkins, he's played 42 fewer games than Ben Ross, too. So Jenkins has been incredible when he's been active. Going on through the top 10, Caden Kendall, Billy Amick, who was, of course, traded, Kalen Culpepper, who, of course, is with the Twins, Hendry Mendez, Gabriel Gonzalez, Ryan Gallagher, and Eduardo Tait. How about August? We're winding down. We got like a week left here, and Luis Fregosa holds a tight lead over Walker Jenkins, and Carson Tinney is climbing as well. There was one month where the hitter of the month had 16 points, so there are some guys really surging this month, and it's a fight, and whoever wins this month is going to be deservedly so, because this is quite a competition between some of these guys up top. Anyway, thanks for checking this one out. Still holding out hope that Walker Jenkins gets promoted. Check out Limestone Pipeline. I shared our weekly report there. That's free to everybody, so go check that out. Talked about Jenkins, talked about Bohorquez, talked about Riley Quick as well. A few other guys in that one, so check that out. Thanks for checking this one out. We'll talk again soon.